Hey guys, welcome to Smack Talk Wrestling Review, and we're going to look at this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Was it awesome, or did it need an ultimate deletion? Delete! So we kicked off the show with Roman Reigns and Kurt Angle starting off the opening segment, and this pretty much started with Kurt Angle coming out and saying that Brock Lesnar was not here yet and Roman Reigns was still suspended. Roman came out saying, look, I don't care if I'm suspended, I've come here to see Brock and I'm not leaving until I see Brock Lesnar. This caused Kurt Angle to get federal marshals out. They came out to arrest Roman Reigns. This is one of the parts where you're a wrestling fan, you go, really? You can get arrested for being suspended and turning up to a show? Could you not just buy a ticket and, you know, skip all that? Who knows? I don't know the world. But apparently, you can get arrested for turning up to a wrestling show. Who knew that? He gets handcuffed. The marshals start handling Roman a bit too much. He beats the crap out of the marshals. Brock Lesnar comes out and absolutely destroys Roman Reigns. Fantastic segment. The only downfall for me was, what's the point of having Paul Heyman there if you're not going to let Paul Heyman speak? And Paul Heyman didn't speak, so it was a pointless bit for having Paul Heyman. They should have just had Brock Lesnar come out by himself and absolutely destroy Roman Reigns. For me, it was fun, it was entertaining, and it was great to see Roman getting carted away, even though Brock came back when they tried to cart him away the first time and he destroyed him again. So that's always cool. It's really building up this feud. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes, but for me right now, this is a good build-up for the Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns, and I've got to give props to both men. They have done really well in it, especially Roman. He's done very well in this stage where he's the main focus for this feud. This moves us on to the first match of the night, where we saw Alexa Bliss taking on Asuka, but before the match even started, we had Alexa Bliss and Mickie James cut a very heelish, well, very heel promo, which was brilliant. You know, Alexa Bliss's facial expressions are absolutely brilliant, and I always credit her for being one of the best mic talkers in the women's division. She's very strong at her top. I think she's up there with, like, she's a female Miz for me in the Raw division. She's that good. She really knows how to really sucker in a crowd and then just go, yeah, I don't really care. And she did that on how she treated Nia Jax, you know, calling her a freak and stuff like that, and it was brilliant. And that also led up to the match where Asuka came out. The only downfall for me, the match started during the commercial break, so we didn't really get to see much of a start, you know, the kickoff of a match. And to be honest, I'm kind of worried how they're booking Asuka. I know that they really want the streak thing to be a big deal. You know, oh, could she lose the streak at any time before WrestleMania? And they really are building up to this. But right now, Asuka's meant to be a very dangerous opponent. But the way they've been booking her, where it's been very close to her losing the streak, just doesn't make her feel like a very dangerous threat compared to Charlotte, who is the queen in her own opinion. But to be honest with you, it was a it was a simple match. It wasn't as what I was expecting from an, you know, Alexa Bliss and Asuka match. Bliss and Mickie James tried to run away after Asuka pretty much put an ankle lock on Alexa Bliss, and she just went, no, I've had enough, I'm getting out of here. This caused Nia Jax to come out to attack both Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss ran away even though her ankle was injured, and Mickie James took the blunt of that attack. Big pop for Nia Jax when she came out, very much turning that babyface corner now. And Kurt Angle also agreed, so it also looks like we're getting Alexa Bliss versus Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax, sorry, at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's title. Next up on Raw, we also had Braun Strowman coming out and cut another promo. As you notice, when we get closer to WrestleMania, there's a lot more promo work going to be used, and I think it works out quite well for these wrestlers. Braun Strowman, definitely his promo work has got a lot better, and he pretty much stated that Kurt Angle has told him that he needs to find a tag team partner for WrestleMania. He is going to have a WrestleMania match for the Raw Tag Team titles, but he needs to find a partner beforehand of his choice, which is cool. I really hope it's Neville. There's a lot of rumours, people say it's going to be Neville. I hope it is. That would be an awesome combination. But this also had the Bar come out and just said, you know, you don't understand what it means to be in the tag team division. You're just so used to being in singles. You know, we work out together, do all this together. We even sleep together. And the crowd went crazy. And Cesaro and Sheamus went, "Come on, grow up. You know what we mean." And it was brilliant. It was a good little humour moment there. And Braun Strowman went, "By the way, Kurt Angle's told me I get to have a match with one of you guys." Turns out to be Cesaro, because Sheamus tricks him into the ring. And they have a decent match. This is a good way to show how good Braun Strowman really has improved in ring. And Cesaro's one of the perfect guys to work with. He is one of the most talented wrestlers in the company. And it was a decent match. And Braun got the win. Very quick power slam to get the win. And to be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing who Braun chooses as his tag team partner. Moves us on to another match of the night, which was a tag team match between Titus Worldwide and the Revival. And this match is going to get my "what the hell did I watch" match, because it was absolutely shite, as I like to say. It was one of the worst matches I've ever seen the Revival do, and it just felt really like very disruptive for both teams. I expect better from the Revival. They are one of my favourite tag teams in all of WWE. Yet this felt just so unpolished, so very much against what they are as a tag team. And I think it was just their opponents. There was no chemistry there. And like, I didn't even think they actually, you know, finished the match properly. I think they just had to finish it at a point. They cut a promo saying they're entering the Andre the Giant Memorial match at WrestleMania. Nothing really exciting, but there you go. That's what the Revival are doing this year for WrestleMania. Fantastic. Moves on to our next tag team match, where it was Bayley and Sasha Banks taking on Absolutions, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Again, this is one of those things where I'm getting kind of tired of a storyline. It's the Sasha Banks and Bayley. Ooh, are they friends? Are they not friends? They're not friends. Bayley's pretty much stayed, "Look, you betrayed me. I saw you smile when you betrayed me." Just for me right now, you can tell they're going to have a WrestleMania match or something. But it just feels right now like Sasha Banks and Bayley, one of them needs to turn. And I think it's going to be Bayley over Sasha. I think they're going to swerve us and do it that way. But right now, it's a storyline which is building up, but it just doesn't feel like it's got too much momentum. Because, let's be honest, Bayley has a lot of points, and it's just one of those things. Absolution got the win. Bayley and Sasha were fighting in the ring against each other, arguing, because Sasha Banks just got into the ring, started beating up Mandy Rose, even though she wasn't tagged in, and the referee was trying to kick them both out, both Mandy Rose and Sasha Banks. She was messing about while Bayley actually had Sonya Deville pinned, but the referee was concentrating on that. That caused Bayley to get annoyed. Sonya Deville knocks out Bayley and Sasha Banks, gets the pin, gets the win. A very messed up pin by Sonya Deville. Still very green in my opinion, but Absolution gets the victory, and it still builds up that friction between Sasha Banks and Bayley. Again, something needs to be done soon, because it's a storyline I don't think a lot of fans are really interested in right now. Then we got John Cena's wanting to get a response segment. And again, like I said last time, John Cena has a good promo, but it's also corny. And I completely agree with Edge, where it's just taken away from this match. If you listen to the E&C podcast from last week, Edge and Christian both agreed that John calling out Undertaker was awesome, but the way he cut the promo just took away from it. And again, this week it's very similar to that kind of promo. Wanting a response from Undertaker, gets no response. Kane comes out, everyone's like, "Oh my god, is this a response?" Kane just, you know, chokeslams John Cena. Who doesn't want to chokeslam John Cena sometimes? and walks away. And then we get told next week we're going to have Kane versus John Cena. Most likely we're going to get an Undertaker response by that, you know, next week. But it's just one of those things. Again, they're building up this storyline, and if it's John Cena versus Undertaker, I wouldn't be too bothered. But after thinking about it as well, you kind of go, the Undertaker had a good goodbye last WrestleMania. Could we not just let it be? But it just doesn't feel that way right now, and I'm kind of worried that we're not going to get a great match between John Cena and the Undertaker, because it just doesn't. There's something missing, and hopefully, when the Undertaker returns, that little bit will be fixed. Then we had a 6-man tag team match where we had Balor Club taking on The Miz and the Miztourage. And to be honest, it wasn't too bad. You had The Miz cutting a fantastic promo from the start, and it was again, Miz, best promo. He's the best promo guy in the whole damn company. You just listen to his stuff, and this is the thing I love about The Miz when he cuts a great promo. He uses the truth, and yet it just works so well. He uses facts to back up what he's saying, to be, you know, he's not lying to people. He's just being absolutely honest. And it was about a magazine. He wasn't on it, and I completely understand. He's the Intercontinental Champion, and yet nothing. Balor Club come out, and then just before the match starts, Seth Rollins comes out and joins commentating. Seth Rollins is quite good with commentating. He's got good commentating skills. Coach Michael Karl and Corey Graves were all really, you know, all bouncing off what Seth was saying. Balor Club worked for it. You know, again, the match wasn't anything too special, but it was good to see Balor Club together. I always like seeing Finn Balor working with Gallows and Anderson. I think it's a great partnership. They get the win over the Miztourage, which is good. And then the Miztourage start attacking everyone from Balor Club, trying to knock out Finn Balor. And Seth comes out to the rescue. One thing I'm going to say for the Miz's promo, him using each guy's indie names, like Prince Devon and Tyler Black, was awesome. It was fantastic, and I thought that's a great little touch by The Miz. This gets us to the part which I think most people really want to know what I was thinking. No, I guess no one really cares what I was thinking with this, but it was the ultimate deletion segment. And what can I say? It's like a really bad B-rated movie. Yeah, it's so bad it was good kind of thing. And I enjoyed every second of it, even though I thought this was the most terrible thing I've ever watched in pro wrestling. It was like, what have I just seen? You had Vanguard won, you had Matt Hardy talking to a giraffe at one point before the match even started. It was just like, what the hell am I watching? But I couldn't stop watching it. It felt like a Scooby-Doo episode at some parts, where it was just like, am I honestly watching this properly? Like, there was just so much craziness. Like, fireworks going off. If we got fireworks back on a WWE show, I'm happy with that. Even though they're outside and they weren't on Raw, we had fireworks, pyro. Not at WrestleMania, at Matt Hardy's house. I'm happy. We had Matt and Bray fighting in a barn. We had Matt and Bray fighting outside, which looked like Bray Wyatt's cottage, which was weird. We had Matt and Bray fighting everywhere around the Hardy compound, and it was just so crazy. Like, there was bits where it was like Bray was going around a grave, Harry hitting it, and Matt was disappearing. It was so like a Scooby-Doo episode. And just when it looks like Bray's about to win, the drone, Vanguard 1 I think it's called, gets in the way. Bray captures it, lets it go, and then like I think Senior Benjamin throws a globe at him, and Bray Wyatt's that thing, he's got the whole world in his hand. I mean, Brother Nero's there, which was like, what, for like 30 seconds, which was absolutely crazy. I mean, Matt Hardy wins and throws him into the Lake of Resurrection. I'm like, what? and then he wins. It's like, it's so crazy, and that's how the show ended, and I don't know what to say. It was so bad, it was good. Props to WWE allowing Matt Hardy to be absolutely brilliantly creative. It's something different. It's something we hadn't seen in WWE Universe before. And if I do it again, I would definitely watch it again, because it was, again, it was so bad it was good. It's just, I'm definitely going to have to watch it again, just for, you know, for jokes, because it's just that kind of segment, that kind of match. I have no idea how to describe it. And there you go, guys. This is a very long episode of Raw review. I apologise, but there's so much to go through when you're building up to WrestleMania. I'm guessing the reviews will be getting longer and longer each time until we get to WrestleMania. What did you guys think of the Ultimate Deletion? Did you enjoy it? If you did, put it in the comments below. What did you guys think of this week's episode of Raw? Put in the comments below. If you want to follow me on the old Twitter, I'm at Boise88. We'll have some videos floating around here. Check them out, guys. And I'll see you guys next time on Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews.